Welcome back, Hobby Maniacs. I'm Rob Bear from SpikyBits.com. And in this video, we're going to go over all the new releases for the second wave of Death Korps of Krieg, also including some new Astra Miliatrum, not re-releases as well.
Spiky Bits.
All right, well, Games Workshop is rolling out a big wave of Death Korps of Krieg pre-releases, so if you've been waiting to add or build up your Astra Miliatrum force, this is probably the time now. We're getting a fresh Codex, classic Krieg units. They're bringing back the Kill Team box as the infantry box, as we assumed they would, and a few brand new kits that aren't repacks themselves. Now, all these are going up for pre-order on February 8th, with the full release hitting store shelves on February 22nd. But judging by the response to the Army box, these are probably the new stuff, at least the new stuff that wasn't in the Army box, may sell out pretty quick, along with the ordnance or the artillery team rather, because they're kind of good. So first up, I guess the biggest thing of note here will be the fact that the Codex is now coming out, so it will be in the GW app and it will be legal for tournament play, which is probably, good for a lot of people. But unlike previous versions of the Codex, the collector's edition wasn't even offered to stores in a special edition or a special order or any sort of format. So if you want this, you got to order it online, which is kind of a bummer. And I got a little I just want to say something real quick. I ordered a Custodes Codex from Games Workshop, and it came in an envelope that said, "Do not fold." It was folded in my mailbox, completely waterlogged and damaged. At this point, I don't put much faith into ordering anything from Games Workshop directly, so I can't necessarily recommend that, especially with something as cool as a collector's edition version that by the time you get it and it's damaged, they're not going to have replacements for you. So my recommendation, just skip that altogether. Rounding out the offerings is the Death Riders, which are coming in at $62.50 US, which we kind of assumed. The artillery teams are a little bit more expensive than we assumed they would be. I think we were putting them at $58, but they ended up being $62.50. The dice and data cards are about what we said they would be and what they've been in the past, about $35. But the big shocker here is the Lord Marshal Dreir, I believe it's called, for $60 US, which is kind of like, haven't seen that before, because that's one model on a horse, on a base. Maybe $45 tops is kind of what we were calling it, but they're coming in at $60, which puts the whole value for the Army box even higher than we initially had it at. There's quite a bit of value in that one, so click the link. We'll have it in the article description and such, so you can check out the full value on that one, because it is pretty much bananas if you can still find this box. Now, with all that aside, of course, we do have some new kits that aren't repackaging, that are available separately for the first time. Now, remember, this is all in GW money. This isn't real world money. I mean, real world money, you can get a lot more from different companies for a lot less. However, this is Games Workshop money, right? So, actual new kits. We got the Heavy Weapon Squad for $52 US. The Death Korps Command Squad for $45 US. And the new Astra Miliatrum Combat Patrol for $170, which, it's worth noting that up until last May, all the combat patrols were $60. Then they went up to $68, and now we have a stealth price increase here for $70, which could mean, as we put out an article a few weeks ago, that there is a price increase coming. They normally drop price increases in February. They waited till May of last year to drop it. It went into effect in June of last year. So if you ask me, is there a price increase on the horizon? Yes. Can I tell you when it is? No, because maybe they're waiting to figure out what's going on with all this tariff stuff. Who knows at this point? But that being said, there is a price increase probably on the way, because we saw this the last two times they did this. They stealth increased combat patrols and Army boxes. And sure enough, within a couple months, there was a universal price increase for all Games Workshop Warhammer products. So if you see something out there and you can get it. It's probably not a bad idea to pick it up at this point, and definitely get your pre-orders in for all this new Death Korps of Krieg stuff that will be hitting pre-order on Saturday, along with some new Black Library books as well that look pretty exciting. I did read Double Eagle back in the day, and I think that one's going to be a good one. But there's also some special edition releases for the Space Sharks, and then also besides Double Eagle, there's some other flight books as well. So definitely worth checking out if you're into aerial combat in the grim dark future. So that's it for this one. Lots to be excited about, lots to be apprehensive about, which I feel like is just where we're at as a society, unfortunately. But you know, it is what it is right there. So thank you for watching this little ditty about the new upcoming pre-orders. Hopefully that helps you with your budgeting, and also, you know, a friendly reminder to don't forget the pre-orders this Saturday, the 8th of February at about 1 p.m. Eastern here in the States. Now, we have a list of our preferred retailers that always seem to have good quantities of stuff out there, so we'll put that link in the description as well for you to check out if you've been looking for a better source for Warhammer, if you're always getting allocated for them, or you can't find it by the time it heads to store shelves at your local store. Please check that out. So hopefully that's a bit of a value to you. So that's it for this one. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you can be the very first to like and comment on all our videos. Spiking bits.